What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is Twin Flames Unite, and we are at it again. And if you don't know by now, I'm Chris.
And I'm Cashapp.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, sorry. We want to bring the extra echo in there. We want to make sure we got the video feed coming in. What's going on, everybody?
Right. We just stretching, no big deal.
Oh gosh, what's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? We got quite a few things to talk about today. Quite a few things to talk about. All right. Well, we're just waiting for a couple more people to jump in. We got some exciting stuff to talk about as far as what we got going on, because right now, if you all haven't known, which is that we actually have some new card sessions that we're doing for everybody. But before we get into that, if you don't know by now, I'm Chris.
And I'm Alicia.
What up? So we gotta jump that in there real quick, just in case if we forgot it. But we actually have some new cards that we are using when it comes to relationships, because we've had quite a few people come to us and say, hey, Chris and Alicia, can y'all do a couples reading? Can y'all do one for my relationship to see what's going on, trying to see what's coming down the pipeline? If that's you, and we've heard your call, and so we answered it.
Yeah, we've got some really, really interesting deck, and we actually tested out on ourselves, and
yeah,
it's pretty spot on. Then the first one, you know, of course, you got to bless it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And our first reading was just, I was blown away. I was just so excited about our first reading.
Yes.
Did you take a picture of it?
I did take a picture of it, but I don't think I have it any place other than my phone.
Oh.
Yeah, other than my phone. Actually, let me check one thing real quick, just so we can, because it may have uploaded to Google Photos.
That was really surprising. I was surprised for that reading, and it was spot on.
Mm-hmm.
M. Jean is in the house. What's up, M. Jean?
Yes, M. Jean.
And what's up in Florida? What's Florida looking like? Because
yeah, she got some information. And for y'all who don't know, yes, we are planning on. What's up, Tay?
What's up? What's up?
We are planning on taking a vacation, but we're trying to see if it's even going to be worth it.
We don't know right now. We might just have to just buy our land and just leave.
Might just have to chill, cool our horses, they say. Is that what they say? Cool the horses.
Slow the roll.
Slow the roll.
Slow the horses.
Well, pump your brakes. I know that one. Pump your brakes.
We
may have to pump our brakes when it comes to traveling right now.
And I'm not happy about that at all. Apparently, if you guys know about this, you can just chime in. Apparently, they're doing some type of stop. They're testing people on the highway, just stopping people and testing them if they're leaving one state and going into the other state.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really not sure how that's working, because what if you don't want to be tested? What are they going to do? Push the stuff down your nose? I'm just really confused as to how that's working. So if you guys have some more information on how they're doing that, just drop it in the chat for us. So
yes,
so we could find out if we need to stay at home or if we can go on our little vacay, because I really want to go to Florida. But if that's the type of stuff that they're doing, we'll just stay home.
Yeah, but here's the thing, family. This is one of the things that we wanted to touch on when it came to this subject for this particular video, which is that time is ticking, because pretty much the game is over for those who were in power. If you haven't known by now, the veil is gone, children.
Ain't none.
Okay, so everything that used to be the way that it is not that way anymore. Those who used to be in power are not in power anymore.
Yeah, it's a whole shift.
Yeah,
that just took place.
And if you haven't noticed, like, a lot of things you're seeing a lot of polar opposites happen, because we were looking at something earlier today, and it was talking about how the jobs have gone down. Nobody's hiring, and there's a whole bunch of loss of jobs, and unemployment is going through the roof. But then you got President Trump talking about how job numbers are up, and unemployment's down.
The polls, guys, the polls. You gotta. And what are we heading towards? The polls.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's almost time for people to get to the polls. Everything is polarized right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's either you black, you on the black side, or you on the white side. You on the good side, or you on the bad side. The polls, literally the polls, the polar opposites. It's a shift. It's a shift in polls, and it's just a matter of just being centered, so you can really sit back with your popcorn and kind of take a look at this big this theatrical performance that we're witnessing right now, because it's a lot of theatrics right now, guys.
Yes. It's a lot of theatrics.
It's a lot of polar opposites that you're going to be witnessing, a lot of extremes that you're going to be seeing in these times. But if you just vibrate on a different level, you can have the experience that you really wish to have. It's in these polar opposite times that we're dealing with. It might seem difficult, but it's really not, because it's like we're literally like, what's her name? What's Dolores? She talked about New Earth, and so when you think about New Earth, it's going to be coexisting with old Earth. It's just a matter of you know, where you're vibrating at.
Right.
And so whatever you're vibrating at, that's what you're going to be a match to, and that's what you're going to experience. So that's why it's kind of this is a pivoting point in time where you really have to be a watcher of yourself. You got to watch yourself.
Yeah, you got to watch yourself real closely.
Yeah.
And you got to just understand what's going on, because once again, it's a lot of stuff that's shifting. And right now I'm trying to pull something up because I wanted to show you all, and please forgive me that I didn't pull this up before we actually got into it, because there's a lot of things that's been going on that I don't know how many people are really paying attention to this, right?
She said, Alicia said, you're on point with what I've been sensing. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's
Planet X. Yep.
These are the polls, guys. It's the polls.
So I'm gonna pull something up for you all just to show you this, just so we can kind of bring this home here. Okay. What you're seeing here now, from when I was a kid, I remember seeing the globe. Now this may be a Mandela effect. I don't know. But I remember looking at the globe in class, and when I looked at the globe, it had Antarctica at the top. Okay? Once again, we got conflicting information going on, right? So you see closely that Antarctica is at the top of this globe. But if you go through, and we're just going to Google a map right now, y'all, okay?
Just for shits and giggles.
When you look at a map of the world right now, they actually put Antarctica at the bottom. Where is that? Come on now. Where'd it go? Y'all, wait, we're not crazy, y'all. I'm telling you. Hold on.
You probably didn't shift it around.
Because I know they didn't change this quickly, but I just wanted to make sure that everybody could see this. Okay, here we go. See, now you look at all of these different maps, especially this one here, this one. So let me pull this up here. So right now what you're seeing, okay, now you may not think like, what's the big deal on this, Chris? What's the big deal on this, Alicia? Well, if you remember, like back in the day, this is where they told us Antarctica was. And I was talking with my baby. I was like, I know that there's a north and a south pole, but when I look at these new maps, Like there's no North Pole. It's just like water up there. How is there just water up there? And see, maybe these are just high thoughts. And I'm not high, I promise y'all. I'm just high off that good ass prana, y'all.
High thoughts.
But you know, you got to start asking yourself, what's going on? You got two conflicting stories being told all the time.
Yeah.
Nobody's telling the truth anymore. Nobody's telling the truth.
Yeah, I think it's designed that way. By design.
Yeah, it definitely is by design. But should we go into the other thing and show them the other one as well? I don't know. Maybe we need to cool our heels on that.
But you might as well if you.
Yeah. But yeah, let me see what's going on in the chats here. Yep.
Gotta go within.
Yeah,
That's
we definitely have to go within. That is the whole thing.
That's it. The only way out is in. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
The only way out is in our friends and family.
So this is why we're saying that the game is over, but the time is ticking, because we have an opportunity to really seize control again, to really take control. And that control, just like who just said that, Moonchild in Intuitive 444, like going within is going to be the way to take control back.
Somebody says, have you seen the video of the screaming skies in Texas? No, but we seen the one where they had these birds all over the place in Texas. We definitely did see that one. It was crows everywhere. This lady was trying to get out her car, and it was just crows everywhere. This was back on April, I think April the 23rd, 4/23. So yeah, but we haven't seen the one with the screaming. We'll check it out. We'll check that one out.
Yeah, we'll definitely check it out. But we got our first person to, other than us, to get a reading with our new cards.
Oh, this is our new. This is the relationship reading.
Yes, okay? Relationship.
This is specifically for relationship.
And we're not talking about the ocean, y'all.
This is only for relationship, because you know we were doing the ones with your life and the journey and things of that nature, but I guess just to narrow it down, we decided that we'll do some on relationships to be specific. So if that's what you want, if you want the relationship reading, then just say me. Yeah, that's it. But if you just want the regular one, the regular life path reading, then we can do that. I like the life path reading. Okay, all right. So let's go in. Let's dig in. And these are the cards that we have. They're beautiful. They're actually shaped in the form of a heart, which I absolutely adore. The shape. It's a heart shape. I wonder if I can get you to see it.
Yes. See,
it's in the shape of a heart. It's so cute. And then the words are right here at the back. How pretty is that? And it's like, I like it because it's different. You could see yourself on every picture pretty much. You have wings, you have different ethnicity. It's I like it. It's really inclusive. Whoever made these cards, thank you. And they have some really because like I said, we did our reading and it was nice. We actually got the twin flame card.
Oh.
I wish that we could pull it up so you guys can see the reading, but it was so spot on. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull. And for this one, we're gonna do I'm gonna do 4. So the 4 that I'm gonna do is past, present, and future. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, here we go. We'll get you to your higher self and see what kind of messages are coming in. Let me get 4 cards for the love reading. Ooh, here we go.
Oh boy.
Jumping out. So we got time. It says life. Nice. This one says life is a series of constantly shifting cycles When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow and you will be surprised where it leads. And this one says time. It says you're trying too hard. Just give it time. The next one says acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. These cards are just so amazing. Romance. Ooh. Romance. It says Cupid's arrow strikes. So you might be in love. So that is beautiful. So it looks like you're in love. You're in love with yourself or with somebody else. It feels like somebody else though. But yeah, so give it time. Right? Don't try too hard. So give it time. And and these two are really on point. You see the back, how pretty it is for these cards.
Oh, we got Shamika up next. Oh
This
boy.
one, look at, and this one has, you can see how it's all lined up. They're so beautiful. So remember, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. So we always gonna go through cycles. We always gonna be shifting. But the thing of it is, this is what gets us kind of this is how we can stumble and we can fall, is when we are resisting the change of the natural flow, the cycle. We got to let it flow. You know, when summer knows when it's time to step back and let the fall come in. Because if it fights with the fall, it's going to be chaotic. So we got to know when these cycles are coming in, when it's time to let go.
Yeah.
So that is your reading. And also don't forget, acceptance is key to inner peace. So accept the things that you cannot change. Okay? Ask for strength to change the things which you can. But also know the wisdom to know the difference. Have the wisdom to know the difference.
All right. And for Jody,
Carrick, Alicia's reading for me. Sometimes it happens like that, Carrick.
Yeah.
You know, this is a collective energy, right?
Oh yeah.
We're family.
Yeah, there's a whole collective thing that's going on. If y'all remember the video we did a few nights ago, there is a collective energy that's going on right now that is raising the vibrations of a lot of individuals, but you have to match that vibration. You have to raise your frequency to get to that Christ consciousness vibration that's out right now.
Yes.
And so I know it's a struggle. A lot of people dealing with so many things right now, from relationship issues to corona to all this other stuff, wearing masks, not wearing the mask.
It's a lot of poles, guys.
Yeah.
Trust me when I tell you, the poles are here. Okay, the shift is here. The poles are here.
Yes.
And you most of the time when you go outside, or in most situations, you're really gonna be seeing either you're gonna see someone on this side or you're gonna see someone on that side. And so it's up to you to really step back and be the one in the middle, so that way you're not being pulled, you're not being snagged on either side. Because when you're snagged too far on this side, you really don't know what's going on the other side. But if you can just be able to be in the middle, you have a clearer view, a clearer picture of what's really going on, and you can make better decisions that way. So don't fall for the okie doke. So who do we have next for the reading?
Shamika.
Shamika, let's see what you got here for your relationship from your higher self. What type of messages is coming in from your higher self? Let me get some sage.
Oh yeah, we got to keep the sage on deck.
You got to keep the energy clear.
And please forgive me, y'all, if I'm looking down too much. I'm just typing in some things to make sure I got, because before we had some stuff that wasn't.
Oh, and guys, did you know that YouTube deleted one of our videos? And we don't even know where it went to. It just disappeared. No notification, nothing. Just disappeared, like just poof. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on. I think the people who are really trying to wake people up into really get people to be aware, it's I don't think they like that too much.
No, they don't.
They don't like it too much, but we're still gonna do it anyhow.
We gotta do what we gotta do.
We gotta do what we gotta do. Okay.
We don't care what the consequences are.
All right.
We accepted a role, and we're gonna play that role.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. All right, Shamika. So this is
Shamika,
from
we got you coming up.
From your higher self. Let's see what you got. So I'm doing 4 cards for the love reading because that's how it comes out. These are 4 cards for the love reading. Okay, Shamika. So let's see what you're. Oh, Shamika.
Shamika. Love life all over the place.
Got a lot of love in that life, Shamika.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what you're. Ooh. Okay, here we go. It's just jumping out of the pack, literally. All right, what you got, Shamika? Trust. Healing. Trust. And then we have freedom. So the first one that came out is trust. This is beautiful. See how pretty they are? And then you have all different types of people with different backgrounds and culture and stuff. So trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So acceptance is the first step to recovery. See, I told you I like these. Look at this one. You see? Look at that. It got everybody on here. I love it. So this one says healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Okay? The next one speaks of the past. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. And the last one is freedom. Right? It says there is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So you're the only one who can stop you, pretty much. So that is beautiful. Trust and healing and freedom. Wow, I like these cards.
Okay, Jody has a question here. And actually, I was about to say that one of the other things that we do offer is, as far as when it comes to the twin flame thing, if you're looking for some guidance on that, we do offer sessions where we can really dive deep into what's going on. But in your question here, it says that, okay, here's a question for you guys. I'm resistant to be close to my twin flame. Why is that? We do live together. That's interesting.
That is interesting. Are you guys like roommates? Like,
it sounds like a roommate situation.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
So you're resistant to be close to your twin flame.
Do you have another relationship that you're involved in, or
very interesting?
Is that person? Because like we don't know all the details of what's going on here, because we don't know if you may be that twin flame may be of the same sex or a different sex, and we don't know if you like that. You got to give us more details.
She says it kind of feels that way, so they're probably really not, but it feels that way. Yeah, that's exactly what I was sensing.
The fear, yeah.
Inner work, fear of intimacy. That's inner work.
Yeah.
That's definitely something going on the inside, and so you're gonna see it on the outside, because always remember, guys, whatever we're experiencing on the outside is happening on the inside. That's why you're experiencing it on the outside.
Yep.
So you always gotta remember that, as within, so without. So you gotta, like Moonchild Intuitive 44 said, that's calling you to do some inner work. Definitely. Thank you. Real talk.
Yeah.
Somebody said, I'm having visions of marrying my twin and having kids. I'm scared. Are having these visions normal? Of course it is.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. That's another thing. When you attach fear to anything, fear is a very low vibration. That's one thing you guys got to remember. Fear is an extremely low vibration. Fear is actually lower than anger. So you're better off being angry than being afraid.
Facts.
Okay, so don't attach fear to your visions, because it's not gonna take you in places that you wish to experience. So if you're having those visions, I would encourage you to do some meditation. Go within and really see where it's coming from, like what's the purpose of the visions, because we have visions for reasons, and sometimes marriage in a vision or in a dream doesn't always signify
a marriage,
a physical marriage. It could signify something else. It could be a union of something of some sort,
some type of business venture.
Yeah. So you want to do some more soul searching, do some more digging, spend time in meditation with your higher self, so that you can really unlock those answers.
Yeah, because one major thing as far as what's going on right now, once again, everything just seems so polar opposite. You got energy over here, you got energy over there. During this time that we're in right now, this is one of the most potent times to really get your manifestation going.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if you can really harness the energy of being an alchemist and knowing how to use the energy to your benefit, then you can really make some things shake. You can really manifest the type of lifestyle that you want to live, but you really have to be very cautious of your thoughts.
Very cautious. Jody says, so how can I make it different, make it feel more real? Jody, you got to go inside yourself. You got to do some shadow work, baby girl. It's called shadow work. So you have to go within and you have to do shadow work, because you're running from something.
Well, you're running from yourself.
Pretty much, because if that is your twin and you're running from your twin, then your twin is essentially you. So this is calling you to do some inner work. Go back to your childhood and search and see, because oftentimes we get fragmented from trauma.
Yes.
So you want to go back to revisit your childhood and see if you see anything there that could spark, why you feeling like you want to be distant from someone that's supposed to be close to you.
What was the name of that movie with the emotions?
Oh, the movie with the little girl when she was collecting the emotions and they broke.
I can't remember the name of it.
You always remember the name of it. How come you can't remember now? Let me see.
I don't know why.
The little bottles, and they had different colors, and the different colors had different emotions.
Yeah, because that movie is like one of the best ways to really understand emotions and how they're stored, or actually how they're triggered, and how if you don't have the full memory of what happened, then you're fractured, and in some ways you're really damaged. So in that respect, there are fragments of yourself that's just all around, and it's time to go and pick up the pieces.
Pick up the pieces so you can see the bigger picture. It's better to see the bigger picture than just to look at one part of it and be like, this is cute. I wonder what goes here and what fits here. So when you have the bigger picture, you can see things clear, and you can understand why you're probably running, or why you might feel the way that you feel.
Yes. And Moonchild, like I was able to see that coming, and I'm glad that you put it in there, because one of the things with everything that's been going on right now in the world, in our state, in our everything, right? And when we go out and about and we see everybody that's wearing the mask, and we're like, why can't these people just understand what's going on?
Yeah.
Right? And we're like, and it's like we want to get out and make a difference and make a change. And it really came to a point where we had to realize that we do have a role to play, and we do have a responsibility to carry out. And that main responsibility, or that duty, is to hold space for individuals like you all, to bring that happiness, to bring that joy, to see a smile on your face, because right now you can't see people smile because they got a damn mask on their face.
They got a mask on their face. You can't see the smile. You can't feel that human touch. The thing that makes us human is being stripped away every single day, little by little by little. Before you know it, let me not manifest, because I manifest real good.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Watch them words. Watch them words.
Gotta watch our words, because we manifest so good and so quick. But you know what? I see us living a better and brighter life. I see humanity, because when you think of going down to the bottom, and propelling forward. The further down you go, the further down you sink. When you propel, it's the further off that you go. So humanity might be at a very low point right now, but I see them, lifting up. I see them standing up. I see humanity rising up into their greatness and being able to live on this planet the way that they were designed to, in equality and love and harmony, and all this good stuff, because that's what I'm going to speak into existence.
Yep, because that's what's going down.
We're still going to acknowledge the present, because you can't do any spiritual bypassing.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
We cannot do spiritual bypassing.
Yeah.
And, so, because right now this whole thing it really is falling apart from
pedophilia, people getting caught, all these trafficking. You know what? And that's another thing too, that you got to pay attention to. What are you being distracted from? Yeah. Why so many distractions?
Yeah. Because one thing that we have wanted to show to you all, but actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that because we don't want to really perpetuate the whole thing. Yeah. But so much of everything that's out on the news is just made up. They're really at the point in time where they're not even because before they put effort in, right? They'll put the effort in. They'll try their best to come up with stories that makes sense and it's logical, where the regular mundane person would look at it and be like, well, yeah, this makes sense and this matches with that. But now they don't care if it makes sense or not anymore. No. It's like so disrespectful. They don't even care, because at this point in the game, like, they realize that the program has worked so well that the mundane, for the ones that don't really question things, they're just gonna swallow and digest whatever is being fed through the television vision. They're gonna take it down.
And they'll believe it, and they know that they're at a point where they're not going to question it. So it's anything right now. It doesn't have to make any sense. It doesn't have to be logical. They just know that it's on the news, and they're going to listen to it, and they're going to do, follow the instructions. But
you got to understand. You really gotta understand.
Make no damn sense, man. But you really gotta do critical. And the funny thing is, for some of these things, you don't even need to have critical thinking. It's just really downright common sense. But hey.
Yeah, and you know what, Sarah, I've actually gone through and I took off all of the social media on my cell phone. Now I have it on the iPad because you just got to do stuff for the business with the social media stuff. So I do that on the iPad. But on my cell phone, like, I've taken all of that off.
Yeah.
Because it's just so much of a distraction. It's just so many lies that have been told just over and over again. And right now it's becoming real apparent.
Yeah.
And from one of the things that see, when you have time to sit back and think, and see, that's one of the things that they really don't want the population to do.
So they keep you busy and fair, so you're not, because you have to think of it, when you're frightened, right? When you're frightened, when you're in a state of perpetual fear, you're in a fight or flight mode, right? And we have to think of this on a deeper level. When you're in a fight or flight mode, number one, you're not going to be able to manifest.
Nope.
That's number one. Your ability to manifest has been stripped. It's gone. You cannot manifest when you're in the fight or flight mode. Okay? You take yourself from here, and now you're living down in the lower chakras, the lower energy points. So now you're all down in here dealing with all the survival and all that type of stuff. Now the intuition, the third eye, the throat chakra, the crown, this is where all the good stuff takes place, right? When you're able to really harness and manage the upper and the lower nature. But if you're driven down to the lower nature and you're stuck down there, what kind of creation are you going to be creating? You're going to be going no place, and you're going to be going there very fast.
Yeah, because you're creating something.
Yeah. But the ruling elites, they know this.
Yes.
They're aware. They're very aware of these things. And so by keeping people in a perpetual state of fear, they're too frightened to think logically.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's easy to dominate the population, to really get them to be in that herd mentality so they can follow directions and not question. It doesn't have to make sense.
Right.
Because they're afraid.
Yeah.
Right?
And you know, Gene, what? Yeah, Gene, yeah, as far as responding to what Sarah said, as far as keeping, like, it's hard to keep friends, and there's a reason for that. Because right now, once again, if you look at everything that's going on in the world, you got something that's totally on one side, and then you got something totally on this side.
Yeah, everywhere.
And so right now, everybody that's in your circle, or the people that you even thought that were in your circle, the ones who are really for you, you're going to notice that they're right there, right by your side. And it's no coincidence that the ones who are not with you, they are not on your side. They're over onto the other side for a reason.
Right. And they realize, like, you know, they have these little tentacles, I call them. The octopus have their busy tentacles, you know, the religion and the race wars and the politics and the lunatics. These are all they're all meant to distract you. So what happens now when the biggest card that they like to play, the race card, did not work. Because you know, for a minute there, you saw a lot of people actually trying to merge and come together. So that didn't go as planned. So now you got to have another tentacle, because everything is division. And when you think of war, you think of division. Divide and conquer is the easiest way to win something. You got to split it up into different pieces.
Yeah.
So when that race tactic isn't doing what it's supposed to do, and it's not as strong as potent as they were hoping, then they have to bring back the corona bear. And so now they're making it where, because you always have to have a division. So now you have the other division. You have the mask wearing people and you have the no mask wearing people. And so that's a beautiful way to divide people, because you know you can really sit back and you can take a look to see how friendships are going south, right? So now you might have the black and white going on here. You might have the mask and the no mask, the corona, the no corona. You know, it's a lot. Like we said, the poles are here, guys.
Yeah, and you know what? This is actually happening for a reason, and I'm just going to show you why. If you know about sacred geometry, okay,
2020.
If you know about sacred geometry, you can see why there's a division that's happening, or it's been happening.
Yeah.
But this is the reason why you see it happen naturally. Is that because when you look into the Vesica Pisces, okay, you got two circles. These circles initially was just one circle, okay? They were one circle at one point, and then they split off into two. And as you can see, when you look into the tree of life, how it just continues to multiply out, okay? So when you're seeing things like that happen, when you see the divisions, as above, so below, as within, so without. So you're going to see division in a couple of different ways. But when it comes to one of the things that is so key that we all have to remember is that, let me go back to this. We all came from one spot. We all came from a womb.
You see that in the middle right there? What that look like?
We all came from the womb. And I'm going to zoom into this one so you all can see this just a little bit more. Because this is what everybody really needs to understand, is that we all came from this womb. We're just all fractions and different parts of everybody that you see. But we all came from this one point. Now, nobody can really say definitely where this point came from. But we all know that we came from one particular thing. And then we just evolved over time into what we see now. But this is one thing to really keep in mind, is that we all came from one source. and we're just all fragmented parts of that. And just forgive me if I went too far or if I went too long on that.
Yeah, we just
but
trying to read the love readings.
But we haven't got anybody else that requested. Once again, we are doing love card readings.
We don't went left. We try to stay lovey and stuff, but so we always veer off to the other side. You guys can pull us back.
That's my fault.
Pull us back to the middle, guys. If we going too far off topic, please don't be afraid to bring us back. Like Chris and Leisha, y'all going too deep down this rabbit hole. We don't want to hear about no rabbit hole today.
Yeah, sometimes we can
just bring us back, guys. Don't be afraid to bring us back, because we could go real far away sometimes.
Yeah. So we are still doing card readings for relationships, or if you need a card reading just to figure out what's going on in your spiritual journey, then we can definitely do that as well.
Yes, we are moving beyond duality. That was the whole thing, like what I wanted to make you guys be aware of. Thank you for saying that, Moonchild. So the thing of it is to try to stay in the center. Don't snag at the poles, because when you snag at the poles, you take yourself. She's asking, how do I request? My baby's gonna type it in there. He's gonna tell you, when you snag at the poles, you're really pulling yourself away from yourself, because you're the center. So when you go too much to this side and you go too much to that side, you're taking yourself away from you, if that makes sense, right? So yeah, we definitely want to be more balanced, and I guess that's why we might be Libras. So that might have something to do with it. Me being a Libra sun, my baby being a Libra moon, and me being the Pisces moon, and my baby being the Pisces sun. So that might have something to do with our roles that we are here playing out on planet Earth in this particular time that we're in right now.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking.
That's a big part of the role, if you ask me.
Even my father don't want to speak to me. These are the times.
Yeah.
These are the times. And someone had asked me a question about how do I deal with difficult people. And this is a couple days ago, and I'm like, that's a good question. I'm not always good at dealing with difficult people. I'm not saying that I'm always good at it. But for the most part, what I always try to keep in mind is that everyone is going to react depending on the amount of information that they have at that particular time. They're going to react. Okay? So this is the tricky part when dealing with difficult people. The tricky part is to remember this.
That is the tricky part.
That's the tricky part, when you have to remember it. Because once you know it, you're going to be like, well, duh, yeah, he doesn't have or she doesn't have the information. So yeah, they might get angry, or they might yell, or whatever have you, because they might not know how to balance their emotions, or they might forget.
Yeah.
So, but if you could remember that, then you'll be able to look at them different.
Yeah.
And you'll respond instead of react to people. So everybody don't always know that.
Yeah.
Or remember it.
That is so true. And we got one other individual just requested Amanda. For a reading. But before we go into the reading, there's one thing I wanted to point out that Ralph had said today on one of his videos, which was that when you look into like Neo, when he was dealing with the young boy about the spoon, and he was saying like, how are you able to bend the spoon? It's like, you don't bend the spoon. That's impossible. You have to understand that there is no spoon. And once you understand that there's no spoon, then you understand that you are the spoon. But to say that and bring it in real quick and simple for you is that the emotions and things that we feel, they're not there. They're just us. They're part of us. Okay? And so those emotions already lay within us.
Right.
The thing is understanding that the individuals who you are dealing with are just your triggers. And so you have to know what is your triggers.
Right.
That bring those emotions out of you.
Exactly.
Because once you act or react based off of a situation that happens, you're pretty much giving somebody else control.
The power, you're handing it over. And then my baby's right, that is a trigger. And Pisces Blue Star said, I think the most important thing we can do is be a light. It's that vibration that transcends all. That is so correct, is to be the light. But I was just when I said what I said it on a human level, on a very realistic level. Because even though for the most part, you know, we would love to be the light all the time. You know,
that would be so awesome.
We would always want to be the one who's bringing the love and the light and, you know, all this type of stuff. But we also have to make sure that we are in balance.
Yes.
Okay? Being in balance is super important. And to be able to call yourself out when you're not in balance.
Now that takes courage.
That takes a lot of courage and a lot of practice to be able to call your own self out. All right, so we have beautiful Amanda. Let's get you your love reading and see what your higher self got for you.
I'm just trying to get the sage going.
Get the sage going, Amanda. So we're going to see it. Everybody, let's give it up for Amanda. Let's see what her higher self got for her on today. All right. So let's see, we're going to get you these beautiful love cards. Let's see the messages that come out. So these cards feel a lot more subtle. It seems like Amanda might be, I don't want to say quiet, but...
yeah, she seems pretty reserved.
Reserved, yeah. The cards are shuffling in a really reserved way. You might be a reserved person.
Oh, yeah, Moon Child. Yeah, your enemy is your best teacher.
Yes! Best teacher. I agree. All right, so let's go. Oh, here we go. Passion. Soulmate. And oh, okay, I was trying to show what it is. All right, so here we go. So we have passion. Woo, Amanda. So you got some passion in the love life. So passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at the present. At present, enjoy it. So a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. It says deep in your heart you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And also imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. So that is beautiful.
Yeah.
I like that. Passion and soulmate. So you got a lot of
passion.
Got a lot of passion going on. This is beautiful.
You know what?
I like that.
I think that we are supposed to go to Florida. Because I am having a deja vu.
That we in Florida.
And I'm holding up each one of these cards. Bam.
Wow.
So that she can see.
She can get to see it. You got to get in focus. It just won't get in focus with it.
There we go.
There we go. You already know what the answer is. Oh, she says she's Amanda.
That gonna get in focus?
Yeah.
It is not gonna get in focus. So sorry.
Oh, Moonchild is Amanda.
Moonchild is Amanda?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
And then we got Leah.
She said she's in the chat.
Yeah, she said she's in the chat for a reading, please.
Okay.
We got you, Leah.
All right, Leah. So let's see what you got here. Let me see for Leah from her higher self. What kind of messages? And these are for relationships.
Yeah, these are relationship readings.
These are all relationship, passion, fire. Fire. So, ooh. All right. So we have, let's see, new beginnings. Ali. And let's see. Life series. Ooh, Leah. Okay, so we have Leah. It says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean.
Ooh.
So somebody's speaking to you, Leah. This one says, criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform.
Yeah, so have some compassion. Have some compassion.
This one says, new beginnings, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately.
Nice.
And then this one says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. Someone got this one earlier. So just remember that, you know, just like the season, you know, just like the regular cycles in life, we have to know these cycles. And when we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. So go with the flow, and you'll be surprised where it takes you.
Nice.
That is beautiful. Oh, you put them out so nice, baby.
You know, we got to get an extra camera so that we can put this on here so that y'all can actually see these cards. Because these are the cards that came out for you.
Beautiful. I just love them. They're so pretty. And it's just all different types of everything here. It's just, it's so inclusive.
So we got this card. We already saw that one. Bam.
Beautiful. That seems to be a theme for tonight, that other card with the circles.
All right. Now, we don't want to keep y'all on too long because we know you got one more day of work for those who are still working. You're out there. You're doing your thing. So we don't want to keep y'all too late. But for those of you all who are interested in getting more information about having your own business and generating income for yourself, because for whatever reason, YouTube has deleted one of our videos
so crazy,
where we were talking about a business opportunity for everybody if they wanted to get into it, but we don't know what happened to it.
We'll probably have to do another one. They're just because usually if they take your video down, they'll send you an email and they'll tell you, oh, we decided to take this down, but
yeah,
nothing.
And actually, y'all, we actually figured something out because you know, for one of our we used to get a message from Marshawn and Honeydew a lot when they would say that, you know, we're not getting your notifications when you go live or when you all just posted a video or anything of that nature. And so before we head out of here, I definitely want to get this on the record.
And those are for you who have YouTube channels also, so you can see this for yourself. Or if you know someone that has a YouTube channel, you can share this with them also.
Yeah, because when I saw this, I was like, this is why we don't have as many views as we
used to,
or as we could have.
Yeah, because we sharing the truth, and then you know the truth is not always that popular.
No, the truth is not popular, people.
Yeah.
So let me get this pulled up here. But what I'm about to show you is that, because like we said before, Honeydew and Marshawn would tell us that, oh, we're not getting the notifications when you all go live and things of that nature. It was like, well, you know, maybe you got to check your notifications on your phone to make sure that everything's coming in the way that it should. And for whatever reason, but you know, they check the notifications, but they're still not getting our videos. So it came to my attention that there is an option on YouTube that is really stopping us from getting to all of our subscribers, because we have over 5,000 something subscribers.
Almost 6,000.
So let me just show y'all something here. I'm just going to...
And this is not even like just people who are not subscribed. This is to our subscribers. So we can't even communicate with our own subscribers. And I don't think that's cool that YouTube is doing this, and that they're only doing it to a few select people.
Yeah. So let me bring this up and show you all here. So this is the video that we did a few weeks ago, or a few days ago, actually, right? So when we come on here, let me show you this.
Oh my goodness. Pisces Blue Star said they canceled her friend's entire channel, and all he talked about was spirituality and the benefits of herbs. It took one hit for a person to complain, and they just shut it down. Are you serious?
This is crazy.
Oh, this is so unreal. That is just unreal. But you know what? Things are gonna get better. Like we said, we're gonna propel up and out of this, and things are gonna get better, and it's gonna be the way that it's supposed to be.
Yes, but if you see right here on this particular section where it says publish to the subscription feed and allow notifications to subscribers. As you can see, this is graded out. I cannot select it. If I wanted to like do allow embedding for the other ones, I would be able to do so. But this is a part of the reason why a lot of our subscribers are not getting our videos.
Yeah.
And that's because this is not being allowed for us to check so that we can actually get the message out to the people who subscribe to our channel.
And we used to be able to do it. And so, and that's why we have like, what, 15, 20 views. And those are just the people who probably check, and they see that we're alive. But as far as notifications, like, we can't send them notifications like we used to anymore. They cut it out.
Yeah, because we used to have like so many other people on our lives and stuff. But
Honeydew, Marshawn, like, they're not even here right now, and that's because they're not getting the notification.
But it's all good because we keep on pushing. But I definitely wanted to get that on record, because when it comes to the point where us as creators start suing YouTube and all these other platforms for censoring our stuff, I'm just putting it on record that yep, they did it to us too.
They did it to us too.
So give us what's owed.
Right.
Okay.
And put our video back up.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys want to know about the work from home opportunity, please you guys can send us an email about it, or you can text us. What's the number, baby, that they can text us at? Do you know? You remember what it is?
I do.
Oh, we're gonna put it on the screen so you can text and you can find out more about the opportunity. As far as, because these times, I know a lot of people lost their jobs, and some people are looking for a second income, or some people want to change in career. They don't like what they're doing anymore. Like this one young lady that we spoke to, she doesn't want to be a nurse anymore because she doesn't like the chaos that she has to deal with. So she wants to change the career. So if you guys are wanting a change of environment, or you want to work for yourself, you want to make your own hours, you want to have some type of freedom, you want to be able to leverage, just send us a text message. It is going to be a startup fee, just so you guys are aware, because you're going to get your own back office, you're going to get your own tools where you can really start hit the floor running.
Yes.
So, and it is a good opportunity, very, very good opportunity, especially in these times, because that's what we're doing. And it's awesome because we're helping people.
Yeah, so in a nutshell, we are helping people fix their credit, which in return gives them more options, because we know when you have a better credit score, not only do you get access to more things, but you also save money because you're not paying those high as interest rates.
Pretty much.
So what we're doing is helping people financially become financially literate. Wow, it's late, y'all. Forgive me, y'all know this happens every time.
You're tired
At night, okay? But we're helping people with their financial literacy so that they really know how to operate in this 3D world, because unfortunately we still have to pay bills.
Right.
But in addition to that, in helping other people is also helping us because we're building the income for ourselves. And for those who are interested in building the income as well, they have the opportunity to do the same thing that we're doing because we're no better than y'all. You can do the same thing that we're doing, and the company that we're with is a reputable company.
Very reputable.
Okay.
Yeah, they do an excellent job, a really good job at helping people to either repair credit or build credit, monitor your credit. It's like it's like 12 different products that the company does offer, and it's very helpful financially, like their education for the kids, because I know we spoke about this the last video that they took down as far as breaking these generational curses in our children.
Sorry, we're gonna do a whole new video
and teaching our children to not make the same mistakes that we made growing up. So from an early age, teaching them about credit, about building, about wealth, finances, and stuff like that.
Yes.
There's actually classes that you can teach them, and in different ages, they'll talk to them at a different level where they can understand. And having that for your kids, that alone by itself is awesome. So yeah, you guys just send us a text message if you're interested. If you
see the number,
scrolling
right there, down here.
Let me see if I can read it out. Hold on.
205.
Let me do like Kejon. 205 683 5535. So text us if you just want to get your credit fixed or get your credit repaired. All you got to do is text repair credit. If you wanted to be an agent and you want to get some extra income, extra $300, $400, $500 a week, go ahead and text agent and let us know that you want to know more about the opportunity and how you can start earning some extra income, or maybe you want to do it full time. Who knows? Whatever you want to do, just text agent, okay? And we'll be more than happy to help you guys out.
More than happy. More than happy. So with that being said, family, we are about to head out. We absolutely love y'all. It is just so much of a blessing to be with y'all and to be here holding space once again. So we're so happy to show our smiling faces because we ain't wearing no damn mask.
And we don't plan on it neither.
All right. So we love y'all.
We love you guys. Peace out.